Oh,
What is going on, guys?
welcome to the pre-show, social rap show. Got my boy GC, the real GC.
I'm the real GC. That other guy is fake.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody would agree with that, but I'll agree with it.
Technically, my name's GC3.
And he's older than you.
He's older than me.
Right.
But I am GC3. Not that I'm after him, but
Yeah.
there's my dad, George, and there was my grandfather, who was George CC as well, so I'm the third, so GC3.
So before we came on air, you guys generously pointed out that I look like the singer from Smash Mouth. And Aaron, yeah, you gotta bring that up, Aaron. So,
This is for Alex Watts from the UK who pointed it out.
that is... Now, point out where the actual singer of Smash Mouth is, because you got Randy Macho Man Savage above that. So, yeah, that's... Hey, man, they put out a couple of good songs.
They have one. They have one or two. Well, the guy that pointed it out, Alex, he loves '90s American rock.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. So he is what he is all about, 110%. So of course he would put that he would put that out to us.
Oh Lord. Hey, so we got a good show today. We got to keep this tight. We're gonna be this is a short show, but we got some good stuff.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get into the show,
Yeah.
and then we'll drop some nuggets on these folks. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Social Rap Show. I'm your host, Luke Nesler. This is my guy, George, the Cyborg CC. This is the show where we wrap up what's going on in social media, what you need to know about social media, how you can get attention on social media, and how can you make money off of it? How can you turn it into dollars for your business? How can you grow your brand? That's what we're talking about. And there's always stuff going on in social media.
Absolutely.
It is like George, when he was strong with his dating game, what the flavor of the week was. That's social media now. I really don't know. That's actually more probably like Aaron.
It's probably more like Aaron.
Which pageant girl is Aaron dating this month?
I have the worst.
Your girlfriend doesn't watch this show, Aaron. It's fine.
I do not have the history that most people think because I'm so oblivious to things like that, man. What I'm not oblivious to, though, is news and social media.
Damn right.
This one, this just came across my feed at 9:34 a.m.
Do you know what makes us great? I'm going to stop you real quick.
We have ADHD.
Do you know what makes us great?
What?
So I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said, so you use the same thing I use, like Facebook ads? I have access to the same thing? Yeah, you got access to the same thing. He said, my niece is in school for marketing. Why wouldn't I just use her? And the answer to that is what this show is all about.
Right.
We spend hours researching this. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars a month running these ads. It's the difference between Kobe Bryant and a rec league player.
Yeah.
Same basketball.
Right.
We just put in the work.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we can help people make money from that.
100%, yeah.
This is a prime example. We got, some new stuff unfolding.
Yeah.
Drop it on us.
Yeah. So Major League Baseball has just inked a deal, and you got the graphic. You can throw it up. Saw this this morning on Bloomberg. Major League Baseball has inked a deal, an exclusive streaming deal with Facebook. They are going to be streaming 25 games that really isn't going to be available anywhere else. So this is a huge thing for Facebook and for the state of broadcast.
It is.
As it is right now. It's even surpassing broadcast. It was going broadcast, it was going cable. These are 25 actual games that you're only going to be able to watch on Facebook.
Right.
And these are afternoon games. How smart of a thing is this?
I mean, it's a smart thing. It's kind of a subtle hint. Big brand like Major League Baseball is moving heavily into the social media world. I don't know. Maybe the mom and pop shop should consider it as well. That's how I look at things. It's exciting. It's big news, and if you're a Major League Baseball fan, it's great because you can consume it on your phone. Now, what is this? Why does it matter to you, the business owner? What do you need to know about it? Again, what I just said. If a big brand like Major League is going in And this is really kind of testing the waters. This is like the first step. The second, third step will probably be when all of them are streamed live, either on their platform and social media, and not at all on traditional cable television. Something like that eventually will come down the pipe. But the big thing is, it's an indicator of where the consumer is paying attention. And if the consumer was not paying attention at scale, meaning a lot of their attention on social media, Major League Baseball wouldn't do this. So for me, it's an indicator that you, the small business owner, or even the big business owner, need to pay attention to social media and stop just paying attention to it, because those of you watching the show right now, you're paying attention, but are you taking action? Major League Baseball's paid attention, and they're taking action. They're moving their content distribution over to Facebook itself. You can also move your content distribution over there and get a lot of attention and turn that into sales.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is to me is just one of those, another one of those signposts. We said it before. You know, what is it? 4 or 5 episodes ago, it was, okay, if you didn't think that Instagram was for you, here's your sign. Okay, if you didn't think that Facebook was for you, here's your sign. Now, a small business to medium business owner shouldn't be intimidated by the fact that it's MLB coming on. What it's just showing is exactly what you said. This is where people are paying attention. It doesn't mean that you have to, come up with a show to broadcast. It just means people are there. You're going to be doing it. My thoughts are the next step is going to be, if it's not already in the works with some of the the billion-dollar brands that are working with MLB, is probably going to be in-stream ads in the streams.
Yeah, it's coming
on Facebook.
Here's the thing too: even if the in-stream ads aren't available,
prediction, it's going to happen.
It is. It's a big old prediction. If in-stream ads aren't available right now, which they're not, here's the beautiful thing. I'm still in my phone, and guess what? When it does go to a commercial, guess what I'm probably doing? I'm probably not leaving my phone. I'm going to scroll up, down, up, down. So what you can do is coordinate and time your advertisements to go live around the Major League games, targeting the people that would be most likely consuming content on their phone at the time of that game. Baseball fans that, I don't know if you're selling real estate or in the market to buy a home in your hometown. If they're watching during the time of that game, it's a good time for you to spend $10 on an ad. Get it in front of those folks in your town, because you're guaranteed that they're going to be there watching that game. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. And actually, that actually ties into the second story we have, which is figuring out really who your audience is with a little-known, little-used tool on Facebook. So do you want to do a break, or do you want to go straight into it?
I got to take a Steve. Steve made a comment. I think it was Steve. It was about he said that's a big-ass cup. I'm going to take a drink out of this cup. Was it Steve?
Steve.
Shout out to Steve.
Yeah, Steve Archibald.
I'm going to take a drink out of my big-ass cup. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back, and we'll tell you what George just told you we're going to tell you. Your customers, they're not watching TV. Your customers spend, on average, 2 hours every single day commuting to and from work in their vehicle. And their passengers, they're paying attention to their phones. Even when your customers are at home watching TV, they spend more of their time and attention consuming content on their phones than they do those expensive television ads. Even when your customers are out maybe having coffee and drinks with a friend, they're spending time consuming content on their phones. And now, thanks to the partnership between West Virginia Outdoor and Impact Media, you can reach your customers wherever they are. And most importantly, you can reach your customers where they pay attention most.
Hey guys, I'm Christina.
And I'm Lacey, and we're a part of the social media team here at Impact. And today we'll be talking to you about apps that will make your social media experience a lot easier.
So to start with, Adobe Spark. It is an app. It's downloadable on your phone and laptop. And it allows you to be a graphic designer up to the best quality. You can upload your own logo, colors, fonts. It creates your own templates, so you're able to go in and see what they have already made for you and match it up to your own brand. Build up your own brand easily on the go or at home.
And once you have those amazing graphics from Adobe Spark, you can then schedule them out on Facebook. However, with Instagram doesn't have an internal process for scheduling. So we have found an app that does it for you. It's called AppV. So if you just log in and set up your post how you normally would in Instagram and click on the exclamation point, make sure you do that, because that will take you over to a web browser, and then it'll prompt it to automatically post through your web browser. That is how it kind of gets by Instagram and posts it for you.
So if you guys have any more questions about these apps or how to use them, just shoot us a message on the Impact Media Facebook page, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
All right, welcome back.
We got a question from Alex.
We've
You want to read it?
No, I'll let you read it. We
Yeah.
got several questions.
Yeah, so Alex Watts from the UK says, question for Luke. Somebody once told me the world was going to roll me and that I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. How can I turn that into a conversion in my online store?
You've already done it. It's already.
We'll buy something from you just for making that comment. That was beautiful.
That's amazing.
Steve Archibald, Steve also from the UK there, says, in regards to the live streaming, he says, so do you think folk like us will be able to generate revenue via the amount of views gained on live feeds just like YouTube did? I do, absolutely, yeah. They haven't put out a whole lot of details as far as how it's going to happen. My thoughts is that you're going to have the option to watch it, watch the stream like up in this portion here and interact with people down here. But the thing is, like Luke pointed out before, is that means eyeballs are on Facebook. So when people are on Facebook, we know that if they aren't engaging with a video, they go back to news feed. So
Facebook, I mean, Facebook's a business. So what's going to happen is, that already happens with videos now. If you start watching a video and you scroll, that video stays in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Facebook makes money off of advertisers. People like you, people like me, people like George. They're going to be able to maximize that because now I'm going to be able to consume content on social media and watch that game.
Right.
So you're going to be able to advertise in the stream as well as have that feed, that live feed up in the top right corner. Again, what it all comes down to, don't get all mixed up in the whole, well, MLB, this, that. It's all about you need to get on social media and you need to start targeting your ads to your ideal customers because there's already attention on social, but there's going to be even more attention on it in the very near future, starting with the MLB streaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. So, Steve, a question, kind of answer your question as well, is the next segment that we have, which is a very little used tool called Facebook Audience Insights. This is the thing we were talking about. It's the latest news. Oh, it was the tool you probably aren't using. So Facebook Audience Insights is fantastic. So for something like this, what it'll allow you to do, say, in the example I'm going to give you here, like the kind of quick tutorial is actually with an audience you've already created, but you can also do this with by putting in the term MLB or Major League Baseball. What it will do is it will show you everything else those people are really interested in, and it'll show age ranges, demographics, and things like that. Can we go to the first graphic there, Aaron? All right. So here on the first graphic, this is showing you how to get into the audience insights. So what you want to do is inside of Ads Manager. We having a puppet show, Luke? Is that what we're doing?
Hold on.
We have a full screen background,
And
so it can work out.
Inside of Ads Manager.
Okay, so once you're inside of Ads Manager, you want to click on All Tools at the very bottom, and then after that, you want to go to Audience Insights. Okay, so for the next part, go ahead to the next one, man. So once you're in Audience Insights, now this is from a custom audience that you may have already built. So Steve, in your case, you're targeting people in the UK who like to go on ghost hunting tours and things like that. So you go to Custom Audience, you're going to pull that back up and you look at it. So go to the next slide. So this is where it really starts to come in. You choose your custom audience right there. That's in that green box. Go to the next one. Okay, great. Yeah, we're there. So it says, so this is one of the audiences we've created, so which is watched 75 to 95% of commercial 10, studio shoot 10C. And then from there, what you're going to see is in the next graphic, do we have one more?
No.
We don't? Okay, my apologies. So from that point, you can just go ahead and jump off of that. Actually, go back to it real quick. Yep. I'm going to show you something in there.
Yep.
Okay. So like we have here, even with this, the watch 75 to 95%, when it's selected, if you come down, you can take a look at most of the people in this audience are actually involved in active lifestyle. Okay, so they're 10% more likely than the rest of Facebook to be involved in the active lifestyle. Some of them are country enthusiasts, work and play. Then you have firmly established. So those are people who are making a little bit more money than most of the other people. If you look across the top of that, where you see demographics, if you were to click on page likes, at that point you could see what people in that audience, what pages they also like as well. Good, you can roll it off there.
Yeah, that's again, it's researching the data so that when you do spend money on your ads, you're getting it to who you need to get it to correctly or as accurate as possible the first time. And these are some of the things that our marketing team here will do before every single campaign. Some of the things, there's several, but this is something that you can be doing as well. You should be doing as well. We just showed you where the tool is at. Bottom line is you need to absolutely today spend time, learn how to use these tools. I mean, we give you the starting point. Now it's up to you. It's literally the gold is at the other end of the rainbow. You're just not putting in the work to get to the other end of the rainbow, and it's right there. And it's something that you have control and you could definitely do. And I mean, we're generating hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for clients, millions of dollars for clients. It works, and this is some of the stuff that we do. Yeah,
absolutely. So if we were to go continue the MLB thing. If you would type in the word MLB and interests, which is on that page, the next thing it'll do is it'll show you everything that people who are watching MLB are interested in as well. So that way you can find out beforehand, are they in my target market? Are people who are going to be watching the MLB games actually in my target market and therefore worth the time and effort to actually target during that time or on Facebook? If not, no worries, you can save it. The other big thing too is that you can actually take this information and kind of backwards engineer it for search engine optimization. So if you happen to find out that these people watching MLB happen to be interested in, in like Matt Monero or Gary Vaynerchuk, or they're interested in finance, then you can actually start kind of stacking your social or your SEO efforts with those key terms, producing content around those key terms. It's an awesome tool to use.
It's the click of a button. It's the, that might sound confusing. It's not. You get in, you watch some of the tutorials that we put out online. You get in, you start clicking around. You realize it's not. You're literally a few steps away from doing something that's going to generate you sales.
Yep, absolutely.
But some folks turn and continue to dump money into advertising that doesn't work because they're afraid they can't learn. I'm telling you right now, you can learn.
Yep, absolutely.
And you need to learn. If you don't learn, you're going to get passed, and then you're going to get put out of business.
Yep. 100%.
No question about it. And the MLB story, to tie it all together, is confirmation of that.
Oh, yeah.
If
absolutely.
you don't get on board now and you see big titans like Major League Baseball moving, jumping ship from the old way to broadcast their content to the new way to broadcast their content, and you don't take that as a little subtle hint, it's going to come around and it's going to bite you in the ass.
Yep.
So, hey, let's go to break here and we'll come back. We'll close the show out. And, yeah.
Big
Hey, this is Mike. I'm the lead developer here at Impact, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about page load speed. So 99% of the time when you're having page load speed issues, it's actually because you have way too big images on your site. So even people who are experienced graphic designers, if you have an image side by side that's 6 megabytes and 300 kilobytes, they aren't going to be able to tell the difference. So you need to be able to compress your images to be the optimal file size so that it loads well on phones and desktops. So that is the #1 reason why your site wouldn't rank on Google as well, because Google's search algorithm actually emphasizes page load speed. Another reason could be your hosting. A low-cost hosting provider can actually cost you more money than they save you, because less people going to your site means less leads and sales. And the difference is usually between $50 and $100 for a whole year. So why wouldn't you just upgrade and get better hosting?
All right, welcome back to the show. Social Wrap Show. We come to you live every Friday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time from the Impact Media Studios. The concept, the point, the goal of this show is to tell you what's going on in social media, what you need to know, and how you can apply it to your business.
Yep. So, Audience Network. This has been around for a while. We've been using it a little bit here and there. So we got some tips for you for Audience Network. When you're using Audience, if you're not familiar with what Audience Network is, it's spaces off of Facebook that Facebook owns that you can actually run your ads on.
Right.
So it works really well for retargeting. So if you have a retargeting campaign and you choose the audience network, somebody who goes from Facebook to say like Wired, they will see your ad. The beautiful thing about that is that it's combining your name with the Wired brand,
right,
and it draws that conclusion. These people are they're really big. They're doing some big things because they're advertising on Wired. So you just make the choice when you're in your placements on Facebook. You have Facebook, Instagram, and you can choose Audience Network. Here's the thing that we found out with Audience Network. It is best for video views. If you're running a video views campaign, leave it checked. Yep. If you're running a traffic campaign or a conversion campaign, uncheck that, because people convert so little from the Audience Network that when they do convert, the cost of the conversion is extremely high. I've noticed a couple of other things, though, that when you're running the video view campaigns, or even when you're running your conversion campaign and you do not check Audience Network, it's about 3% of the time your ads will actually still go to Audience Network. So I think what that is Facebook trying to make sure that there's inventory in there. Talk to some people about it. If you don't check it, you don't get charged for the conversions on it, which is nice. If you don't check it, you don't get charged for the views that are on it.
Right.
So that's always good. So when you're using Audience Network, that is extremely important. Use it for video views. Don't use it for traffic or conversions.
Yeah, Audience Network is it's something that we've seen be extremely effective, then a pullback. Be extremely effective, then a pullback. So it's something that we continue to watch. It's something that you definitely should be doing right now. Our clients are all doing it right now. We just had 3 new clients in the past week come on. They're all going to be doing Audience Network, and it's going to generate all of them sales, all of them leads, and it can do the same for you. So again, there's more information on our YouTube channel. George has put out plenty of Whiteboard Wednesdays. I'm sure there's some information around that on that content. And you can always shoot us an email and ask us questions about it if you have questions. We got a couple big podcasts we got to shoot today.
Yes.
We're going to wrap this bad
What are you
boy
doing?
up.
What are you doing today after this?
So we are we're shooting some content. We've got a sports psychologist and another medical professional coming on. We've got a jam-packed day of content. All of it's going to be rolling out here very soon. This past week we had Marcus Ogden, former NFL player.
That was extremely cool.
That was badass.
Yeah.
Marcus is a beast. I spent the whole morning talking to him. We're doing some stuff with him. If you didn't check that show out, scroll back a couple posts and you'll see that interview with Marcus. You can also check it out on the Attention Equals Dollars podcast on iTunes.
Subscribe to it on iTunes.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Or Stitcher, whatever you like, but definitely iTunes.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, listen. I hope this show was valuable for you. We'll be back next week bringing more value. George might actually be here because I'm going to be traveling. But either way, we will bring you content next Friday. Until then,
show by myself. I'll have Alex join me.
You can have Alex join you. Make sure you guys implement this.
Yep.
This is important, and it's only going to work if you implement it. Now's the time. Not next week. Not next year. It's here. If you don't get on it, you're going to lose. We're telling you how to win. We'll see you guys next week.